Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's on the minds of many: why you should consider retiring in France. From its rich culture and world-renowned cuisine to its top-notch healthcare and stunning landscapes, France offers a retirement experience like no other. Retiring to a tropical paradise is certainly high on many people's lists, but if you're more interested in culture and first-world amenities, then you may want to investigate retiring in France instead. This country offers arguably the world's best quality of life, and retirement in France is more affordable than you might think. World-class wines and haute cuisine, a vibrant art scene, and the variety of lifestyles on offer are a few of the things you'll enjoy as a retiree in France. Cost of living in France. According to data, the average cost of living in France is 34% less expensive than in the USA. One person can live in France for $1,451 a month, while it's $2,213 a month to live in the United States. A family spends, on average, $3,587 on living expenses a month to live in France, but in the US, it's $5,003 a month. Housing prices vary greatly throughout France, and some very interesting deals are to be made in areas that combine attractive climates, established expat communities, and a wealth of social and cultural activities for active retirees. For example, the average price for a one-bedroom rental in Paris is $1,528. In Strasbourg, the figure is $872, and that same one-bedroom comes in at just $635. In the city of Pau in southwestern France, Paris and the French Riviera are the highest-priced housing markets in France, although you can still find lower-budget options away from the seacoast in the southern countryside. But on average, one person can rent housing in France for $744 per month. For a family to rent a home in France, it's about $1,409 per month. Food expenses in France on average are $493 per month. Public transportation expenses in France are cheaper than in the United States. If you prefer to drive your own car, though, gas is almost twice as expensive in France versus in the US. Monthly local transport ticket, $56.20 in France. Healthcare system in France. The French healthcare system is one of the best in the world. Non-residents can access the healthcare system after 3 continuous months of residency in France. The cost of prescription medication is very low compared to prices in America. Medications for long-term medical conditions, including cancer, diabetes, and kidney disease, are provided for free in France. Yet, as strong as the French healthcare system may be, it is not completely free. France has a statutory health insurance system, SHI, that covers 83% of medical costs. The remaining 17% of costs are paid either by the patient or the patient's private health insurance, if they've purchased a plan. That's why expats who want to become French residents are encouraged to purchase an international health insurance plan before moving abroad. France also requires expats to carry a minimum amount of private health insurance in order to cover any health expenses they may incur during their first 3 months in the country. Approximately 95% of the French population carries private insurance to pay out-of-pocket expenses that the country's public health coverage won't cover, due to limitations of the SHI or patient eligibility. They also use it to cover the costs of dental and optical care, which are not included in SHI. France visa information. France does not offer an official retirement visa, but expats who want to retire there have other options for obtaining a French visa. The long-stay visa. The long-stay visa, also known as the visa de long séjour, is for people who intend to live in France but not work. Most retirees fall into this category. Those who do want to work in their retirement will need to apply for a work visa. The visa de long séjour serves as a residency permit that allows you to live in France for a period of 3 to 12 months. Once you have that, you can apply for the carte de séjour, a residence permit that allows you to stay in the country an additional 5 years. The application process for a long-stay visa requires you to visit a visa facilitation services center. You'll have to schedule your appointment ahead of time and provide the following documentation when you arrive: photo identification, valid passport, proof that you have enough funds in your bank accounts to sustain living in the country, Proof that you have already booked housing accommodations to live in. Proof that you have travel medical insurance or international private medical insurance. Retired expats from the EU and European Economic Area. Nations are exempt from obtaining a visa to retire or reside in France. Work visas. If you have any intention of working in your retirement, you'll need a work visa. There are several types, such as the Talent Passport, the French Tech Visa for founders, and the French Tech Visa for investors. Citizens from the EU, EEA states, and Switzerland do not need a work permit to work in France. Taxes in France. France has a truly complex tax system, known for being as grand as it can be costly. The social security system is regarded as one of the best in the world, offering a universal healthcare plan almost free of cost. Pensions are first world, and there are even more benefits available to help families maintain and establish themselves when needed. But these large benefits come at large expenses. That doesn't mean you couldn't retire in France because of taxes. Those who want to retire in France will happily discover that they have little to pay tax-wise. Even for some businesses, Social Security contributions can be tax-deductible in their entirety, depending on your tax regime. Pension income. U.S. pensions are generally not subject to tax. You must report them, though, and they may be subject to Social Security payments to cover the public health care plan. Foreign savings income. Foreign savings are taxable in France and must be declared, but you can get tax relief if you pay taxes on these back in your country. Taxe foncière or property ownership tax is a tax imposed by the owner of the property, whether he lives in it or not. This tax is paid yearly on the 1st of January. The tax rate varies a little, but it should be about 0.2% for the main household, while second homes rate from 1.2% to 1.7% depending on their value. Best places to retire in France. There are incredible cities, villages, and geographic regions scattered throughout France. Some of the best destinations for retirees to move or purchase real estate include Paris. Paris is ideal for retirees who love city living. These multicultural, international city welcomes expats from around the globe. The Paris public transit system is affordable and makes it easy for the city's retirees and aging population to get around the city. Lyon. Home to the famed Notre Dame Cathedral, Lyon is a picturesque city that draws both tourists and retirees alike. Lyon has a thriving expat community. Not only that, but it's cheaper than Paris while offering equally strong public transit and quality of life. Alsace. Located on the German border, the Alsace region is home to many lovely villages, including the one that inspired the backdrop for Beauty and the Beast. Retirees who seek a slower pace of life will appreciate Alsace's picturesque countryside. It's also a major wine production region, making it a great choice for retirees who appreciate a cool glass of Riesling. One Less Pins. If a resort-style retirement is what you seek, One Less Pins is the answer. This coastal town on the French Riviera is known for its beaches, colorful seaside promenade, and laid-back atmosphere. One Less Pins is also less than an hour's drive from both Nice and Cannes. Jet-setting retirees will have easy access to the Nice Côte d'Azur airport, which is only 13 kilometers, 8 miles, away. Toulouse. Located in the beautiful south of France, Toulouse has a Mediterranean climate and a diverse culture that welcomes people from various nationalities. The cost of rent in Toulouse tends to be more affordable than it is in many other French cities. Crime is low, and retirees will only be a couple of hours away from mountain and seaside villages. Con. French bureaucracy, a true test of patience. From getting your visa to sorting out your residence permit, the process can feel long and drawn out. This slow bureaucracy is often cited as one of the biggest cons of living in France. Frequent strikes. France is famous for its strikes, which can affect everything from public transport to schools. While it's a sign of great workers' rights, it can be a hassle when you're just trying to get through your day-to-day life. In conclusion, retiring in France can be a dream come true. With its rich culture, excellent healthcare, and high quality of life, it's no wonder so many retirees choose to make France their home. Whether you're seeking adventure, relaxation, or a mix of both, France offers a retirement lifestyle that's hard to beat. Merci for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more inspiring content. Au revoir.